What do you think about? I'm going to ask you this. It's probably a cliche question, but did you watch the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case?
A little bit. It's funny because my husband was
obsessed.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix.
So
I think
when he was watching it, I'd be like, okay, like let's watch it together. Man, she did so bad, poor Amber, on the witness stand. Oy.
Johnny Depp's attorney. What was her name?
I forgot, but she was
Camilla.
I think so.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She nailed it.
She was but it was so natural for her.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I ask you the questions of the skills is because I look at her, I'm like, how bad of a logical thinker do you have to be able to be on top of a borderline personality disorder individual like Amber Heard?
She was so good.
She was good because she was following her, or else you would have just fell into her trap. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, do you feel like logical thinking is important also as a skill?
Absolutely. And you do have to be 10 steps ahead always.
Eileen, my son is like that.
That's so good.
We keep pushing, my husband and I, we keep pushing, and we're like, Noah, he's so intelligent, but also so witty. And he's so detailed. Like he'll just see things or writings or whatever in life in general. I'm like, you'll make a great attorney, but he wants to be a race car driver. So
of course. But he's 10, 11?
11.
Yeah.
So no attorney. But I always I'm fascinated by your work.
Thank you.
I think it takes a really calm person to show up in a courtroom and defend a person, whether in the right or in the wrong. But also, I always look at an attorney's nervous system. And I'm like, wow, this attorney has to be mentally healthy.
Absolutely. You do, because there's so much that can drag you down in the field.
Yeah.
It's such a it has so many challenges that you have to be very strong to persevere.
Yeah, that grit, basically. So grit's important in life. You think so as an educator as well?
Absolutely. And it's, I don't know, you tell me, do you think you could teach grit?
Oof, why are you asking me
Isn't that hard? I've thought of this because I have a baby now. So I'm like, I want her to have grit. How?
Okay, I think that life teaches you grit. So going back to the beginning, remember how we were talking about that traditional household and like what your parents did right with you, that you're so educated and well-rounded. And you said, I failed, I wasn't a good student, but there's certain things here and there. I think that grit is taught by loss and failure. I think that grit is taught by bullying, by bullied kids. I think anything that entails pain teaches grit. I did watch a TED Talk of the person who was talking. I forgot her name, but she was presenting grit and how schools need to teach grit. But I don't think that schools can teach. I think life teaches that. I think failure teaches that. Because again, going back to this, you can tell a child how important education is and how important, God is or what have you, all you want. But until something clicks, that kid's never going to do as you say. And they probably will, but maybe out of fear or just to shut you up.
Yeah.
But I think life teaches you grit.
Wow. I feel like you nailed that answer. Because I've also seen this video that keeps popping up on my Instagram feed that says, if you do everything for your kids, you're not letting them fail. And so you're building a child with low self-esteem and low confidence.
You don't love your kid if you're doing that.
So you got to let them do things, fail at it.
Failure.
Learn themselves. And even like infants or, don't constantly pick up the bottle and give it to them. Let them learn to pick 100%. It up. So, wow.
Yeah. Again, and I say this with all my heart because I love kids and I love parents and I always want the best for every parent, every child. But there's two types of kids.